It's your man Jay Gray's Report, and welcome to the Mick Football Weekly Preview Regional Edition, presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 7503 Rockville Road, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler at your boy. Now, we started the season with 8 teams in the Mick. Now we down to 4, so we got 3 ball games to talk about because 2 of them in the same regional. So now, let's go right to the first ball game. We got number 2, Avon, goes out to play number 7, Center Grove. Now, I had the privilege of seeing Avon play at the beginning of the season when they played Ben Davis at the crib. It was a track meet. Neither one of the defenses showed up. It came down to who had the ball last. Avon squeaked that one out. Hey, they had Ben Davis on the ropes for a while. Ben Davis continued to fight, but Avon brought it back. They've got a balanced attack on offense. They're averaging 171 yards in the air, 197 yards on the ground. My man, Henry Hessen, has got 1,994 yards, 18 touchdowns. He's throwing to Jalen Peterson. Jalen Peterson went to work on Ben Davis. He's got 803 yards, 8 touchdowns. Then, Samson James, the IU recruit, has been banged up most of the year, but he's rushed more than 1,034 yards and 11 touchdowns, even being banged up. So he's the real deal. You got to keep your eyes on him. But on the other side of the ball, we got my man, they call him Carson Steele. In the real world, they call him the Warhorse. This done here, 16 years old, sophomore, has rushed for over 1,905 yards, 27 touchdowns on the board. Did I tell you he was 16 years old? 16 years old. Now, here's the deal. They're averaging, as a team, 270 yards on the ground. They don't throw the ball much, but they're just coming off a huge win, beat Franklin Central 23-6. I saw this team, which was the only team in the MIC, the only team playing football this year that kept Warren Central under 30 points. Warren Central beat these boys first game of the season, 27-15. Now, we can say it was the first game of the season. Warren Central hadn't got Dubzilla fed yet. They didn't know what they were going to become. But this is the team. Because they can run the football, keep your offense on the sideline, can beat you in a ball game like this. So, I got to go with my eyes. My eyes saw both these teams play. My eyes saw Avon defense is not as good as his offense is. The Warhorse will ride this weekend. Nobody's been able to stop this done in the mix. So that leads me to believe that Avon's not going to be able to stop the Warhorse from galloping all over the place. So we're going with the Warhorse to win this ball game. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, here's an interesting one. We got Fort Wayne Snider coming in 9-2 to play number 4 Carmel. Now, Fort Wayne Snider beat Homestead last week 49-35. They got a balanced attack, and they averaging 32 points a game. Crazy thing about it, Carmel's got the best defense I've seen all season. They only giving up 17 points a game, so something got to give. Now, these boys from Fort Wayne coming in, they strutting their stuff a little bit. They peacock proud down up in Fort Wayne. My man John Barnes Jr., he's thrown for 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. He's got a plethora of wide receivers he's throwing to. Alonzo Derrick, Elijah Maxwell, Braxton Mantle, and then they got a done named Simon Dillinger putting in work. So, will they be able to move the ball on Carmel's stiff defense? I call Carmel's defense the beast. Again, I saw them with my own 2 eyes hold Warren Central to 24 points in 3.5 quarters. They was holding on for as long as they could till the rope just got too hot. Into the ball game, they had about 3 turnovers at the end of the game in the Warren Central game, and it just got out of hand. It's not you, Carmel. It's Warren Central. They doing what they do. So, because their defense is so stout, they play so well at the crib, it's going to be a hard one because Fort Wayne Snider is the real deal. They've been balling all season. They putting in crazy work, putting up crazy numbers, but going to Carmel is going to be a tough win. So I got to go with Carmel and my man John Hebert. I know he got a brand new pair of skinny jeans for the regional. He going to come out there, have these boys ready to go. Carmel wins this ball game. Now, for the final ball game, we got number 1, Warren Central, going out to play number 3, North Central. Let's call the time out real quick. I got to talk about how fired up I am that the number 1 team in the state, averaging 54 points a game, beat the brakes off everybody, got to travel in the regional to play at North Central. No disrespect to North Central, but North Central is 9-2. They already beat North Central. Why are they traveling across town? So now all you've done, like the old school coaches used to say, is get their danger up. Domzilla comes into the building. Now, I know that, let's talk about North Central first. North Central's number 3 in the state. They 9-2. My man Chinchilla O'Shea has turned the program around from them being a bottom feeder in the MIC to now all of a sudden be the second best team in the MIC playing in the regional. They beat Fishers last week 42-7. My man Liam Thompson is putting in crazy work. He's thrown for over 2,400 yards, 23 touchdowns. He's throwing to Trayvon Elliott, who's got 847 yards, 10 touchdowns. And then my man Rashad Hamilton's got 618 yards, 7 touchdowns. So on paper, they the real deal. And when you look at it with your eyeballs, they the real deal. Only problem is they got to show up and wrestle with Dubzilla. Hey, look here, dog. It's not everybody else. It's Dubzilla. The 3-headed monster over at Warren Central is just too much for a boy. Listen to these numbers, bruh. Jaden George, the Incredible, has put up over 2,600 yards and 38 touchdowns. The incomparable David Bell comes in with 1,393 yards, 20 touchdowns. And then the done we call Romeo Elliott, I call him Secretariat from the far east side. He gonna ride this weekend. He got 2,266 yards and 32 touchdowns. There's no way to stop this foolishness because what they're doing when they show up on the field with the psychedelic helmets and the colors, all the different uniforms, I call them Parliament Funkadelic because the uniforms are so sweet. They won the all uniform team first weekend out. That's why I didn't put it on the Jay Graves report this year, because Warren Central won that joint. Now they show up at North Central, fired up because they gotta travel over there. I know my man Chinchilla O'Shea. I call him Chinchilla O'Shea, Kevin O'Shea, because he got so much swag. He gonna show up with the chinchilla coat and the hat. Look, they gonna drag that coat and hat off of him. Warren Central wins this ball game again. Hey, it's your man Jay Graves Report from the JGravesReport.com, and you can hit me up on Twitter at JGravesReport so you can holler at your boy. And also remember that this segment is presented by your good neighbor State Farm agent Ravi R. Murray, located 7503 Rockville Road, Indianapolis, or hit your boy up at 317-297-3804 so you can holler